Shalom, shalom, Israel. Lord willing. Lord willing, y'all can hear me. Let me actually check. Let's see if y'all can hear me. Lord willing, y'all can hear me. Yep. Let me actually check. You see what the title says? It says the Lord would plead with our flesh. First and foremost, before I start, I want to give all praises and all honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Yahweh being the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. And I want to give double honors where honors due to the apostles and the elders in Great Millstone who've been ruling well through the Spirit, teaching this word and believing in this word, bringing forth 100% the Most High doctrine to the best of their ability. And for the men on down with them, teaching the same damn song. And for the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth, mighty Shalom, four corners of America, in congregations and out congregations, trying to bid people to the marriage. Lord willing, trying to usher in the 1/3. Lord willing, the Most High continue to have you to endure. And Lord willing, one day, on the Lord's time, we will all be singing the same song. And for the wives and the single sisters that's playing a role as loving and silent wives, trying to work on themselves as being virtuous women to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High can continue to have you believing in this word, right? And for the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith, Lord willing, the Most High have mercy upon you. Now, there's a lot of things going on right now. A lot of things going on. Plus, AI just made a summary and said that in Revelation 13 is going to be fulfilled, and it's going to be fulfilled by a microchip, right? Let me see if I can give y'all the first clip of that, and then we'll just hop right into this thing, right? Let's get it. I guess it's in my other phone, but I'm going to go to my Facebook, and Lord willing, we can play it from there. This is the video right here. This is the video right here. He's reading the essay of the AI.
In this response, let me start. It's a whole video clip. It's 31 minutes long. But when you go through it, then the AI is saying, then the AI says the mark of the beast. So let's see what he says. I self have. It's interesting that the AI is saying, hey, you're justified to have this concern. Part number 2, the mark of the beast. It says Revelation 13:16 through 18 describes the infamous mark of the beast that will be imposed upon humanity during the reign of the Antichrist.
See?
While the exact nature of this mark is not specified, it is plausible that AI and related technologies may play a role in its implementation. For instance, biometric identification systems, embedded microchips, or even neural implants could be connected to AI systems for monitoring and control, such as y'all just
Did y'all hear that?
swear to you on.
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
Then is saying, hey, you're just a.
If I can read what it says right where the point is at. It says for intense biometric identification systems, embedded microchips, or even a neural implant. And you already see Elon Musk, he just got approved by the FDA for head implants. And there's already some people that's able to walk in it. If you ever watched the show The 100, how the girl swallows that damn thing and she be able to see a damn AI woman talk to her. The thing going to her neck, and she can't even walk because she crippled because she got shot in the back. She won't walk again. But as soon as she take it, she's able to walk. Just like the dude on YouTube, when he took the brain implant allowed him to walk. You have an earthquake. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to try to find it. I'm going to show you it. A 4.9 magnitude earthquake just hit Haiti. 4 dead and a dozen injured. Right? And this happened June 6th. Right? So I'm going to bring out a few precepts and we're going to hop right into it. And for anybody that's out here that have any questions or want to, you know what I'm saying, dialogue, you could definitely step up. But no offense, I highly doubt you might. Right? Because it's definitely a short time. First, let me bring out my first precept. I want to go to Isaiah 29:9. 29:6. It says, thou shalt be visit of Yahweh Shema of hosts, with thunder and earthquakes and great noise and storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Right? And of course that divine fire is going into those missiles and those nukes, but it still can go into that fire that miraculously happened in Canada. Right? The Lord is visiting this place regardless if you accept it, believe it or not. Right? Let me get this other one in Jeremiah. Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter. I got some precepts that I sealed on my phone. Watched the video last night. You had a few camps, especially the body of Yahweh. They was coming at brothers saying the Lord not dealing with brothers that they using their phone. If you got a Bible app on your phone, you can use that. There's no scripture saying you can't. That's why the Lord said if the man must speak the testimony that's in the scriptures. If you don't speak of these words, there's no light in you. And if you have the Bible on your phone, you can use that, right? Just in case, if you ever know one of them watch the videos me and my brothers do, right? This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 9. It says, wherefore I will yet plead with you, saith Yahweh Shema Shai, and with your children's children will I plead. Yahweh Shema Shai is pleading with us right now. These disasters and these things going 4 corners of the earth, it all started with the LGB 123 Sesame Street. There were the special ed group, right? There's a whole parade out here. You know what I'm saying? That's why they making a new law for transgenders in the LGB community to carry weapons. I don't know if y'all heard that. This man standing on the bike like he from New York in the middle of the damn street. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think I had another one. Let me see. Let me just read the ones off the phone. This is Isaiah 66, verse 16. For by fire and by his sword, which would be the ballistic missiles, the missiles that's going to touch on this place and many places in the world, will Yahweh Shema Shai plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh Shema Shai shall be many, right? The Lord is going to plead with all flesh, right? And look what the Lord is doing. He having a lot of the hopeful elect, Lord willing, we are part of that number. We're living in this hell. Every day men got to go out and teach and cry out. We're in the belly of a big ass dumb fish. I'm going to say we're in the belly of a whore. Belly of the dragon she's sitting on, right? And a lot of our brothers and sisters is worried about, the smoke that's in the air, and they covering their faces, but they not understanding it's really the Lord's doing. The Lord is visiting the earth. The Lord is getting sick and tired of us being simple-minded, right? Doing whatever we want, uh, doing whatever we want, right? This is why Israel is servants. This is why they're slaves. This is why they're spoiled, right? We're constantly being spoiled. The Lord is giving us to people that are spoiled. This is Jeremiah. Let me just get it in here because it's giving me half of it. Jeremiah 25, Salaki, 25 and 31. It says, a noise shall come even to the ends of the earth. For Yahweh Shem Shai have controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith Yahweh Shem Shai. So the Lord is going to give them the destruction by the thermal nukes that is getting prepared, that has American name written all over it, right? And nobody's gonna save these places, man, right? They have to get wiped out and clean because of the atrocities and the things that they put the blacks, Latinos, and natives, right? We even became what you call it. I want to be a proud American. We wanted to be a proud Rastafarian and think smoking weed get us closest to the Lord. Only thing that gets you closer to the Lord is the comfort in the scriptures, which you read in First Maccabees chapter 12, verse 9. But of course, our brothers and sisters don't care for the comfort that Yahweh Shem Shai gives them. Right? Let me read the next one. It says, thus saith Yahweh Shem Shai of hosts, behold, evil shall grow forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall rise up from the coast of the earth. And the slain of Yahweh Shem Shai shall be at the day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. And they shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. Right? And the things that's going to come to this place is going to swallow you up. Right? Those nukes is going to vaporize us. Man, whoever is not the hopeful elect, the 2/3 in the nations outside of Israel. I got to get this other one that I'm thinking of. I think this is it right here. This is Zechariah 14 and 12. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh Shem Shai will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Right? That is going to be a very tremendous sight to see. Right? Hey, Lord willing, we are not a part of that. And I just seen a whole bunch of so-called Edomites. I know he an Edomite. We talked to this brother before. And they going through some situations over here. Right? Let me get this frankincense right here. You know, a lot of us think that this is all fun and games. This is not fun and games. Right? This place is going to be demolished from head to toe.
May I smell your incense?
It smells amazing,
May I
bro.
smell your incense?
Hey, if that make you feel good, go ahead.
It does. It smells amazing. Those aren't firecrackers, are they? Oh my god, that was just firecrackers.
Thank you very much,
Oh,
sir.
bro. That's amazing.
What kind
dude.
is that?
Frankincense.
I needed it. Thank you.
You welcome. No, I ain't no goddess. No.
I'm with my dear goddess.
What are you doing up here?
I'm teaching this word.
What's that? Who's?
He's hi.
Yeah, I'm teaching this word for
You can
the
exit
black
that out.
Latinos and natives.
I can't learn.
I mean, you can learn. You can learn.
You're white. You ain't right.
So what?
Right. Just exactly what she said.
So what?
You know what I'm saying? You got to know who you is,
I don't
man.
like white people really much
I'm
either.
tattooed.
You said what?
I said I don't like white people very much either. So.
Why you don't?
It's okay, what?
Why you don't like them?
I got
There's
multiple.
a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons.
What's one reason?
I don't know, man. They're stuck up, man. They're shady as fuck. They like to lie, go behind your back. They fucking just, I don't know. White trash could sum it all up right there, bro. Like,
Right.
I don't know. I don't get along with
When
them.
I'm tattooed.
I don't get along with them, bro. I
Tattooed.
don't.
There's a little bit Cheyenne. This is Mexican.
Oh, okay, okay.
Not Mexican.
Right.
What were you gonna teach me in that? Come on, give me the.
No, I was just going off of what you just said. You just said you don't like white people either.
A lot of
You know what I'm saying?
Well, most of them suck
A lot
ass.
of them-
Most of them suck ass. And a lot of other people suck ass.
Let me give you an example. I poured fucking concrete the other day, right, in
Uh-huh.
White Ridge suburbia over in Amherst. The next door neighbor goes and turns his underground sprinklers on right next to my freshly poured, brand new finished concrete to try and destroy it.
Uh-huh.
Tell me how fucked that is.
Damn.
Why would you do that? You saw me bust it all out, everything.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's because I had my brother with me, which happens to be black, fucking helping me. Maybe that's why he did it. I don't know. That's kind of how the way we felt.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
Right.
It was just fucked up, dude. Like, why would you turn a sprinkler on next to wet concrete?
Right.
Because you fucking white and rich, and you wanted to see if I fucked your sprinkler up.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit. Yeah, dude, it's fucking bullshit.
Right. But don't you consider yourself white?
Yeah. Well, no. I hate being called white. I'm Irish and German.
Oh, okay. I mean, they kind of
Irish
fall
and
in.
German.
Scripture-wise, y'all all fall in the same. Y'all fall in the same suit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Well, like what though? I'm curious to learn. I'm not hostile towards that. I'm curious to see like what your point of view is. I love learning.
I mean, it's not my point of view. It's really the Lord. But I'll bring
Let me
this out
see.
for you.
Yes, I would.
This
love
is
to hear.
Matthew 24, verse 7. It says, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. So, going off of, because you saying you don't even like white folks, but you know that you consider as, your nation, as in like Russians don't like Americans. They don't like Europeans.
Yes.
But Europeans is another branch of white folks.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great war against two of those nations. Just like Africans against Israelites or Africans against Chinese. All nations is going to go against themselves. Like right now, Muslims is protesting against this LGBT community because they're trying to push that in the Muslim community. And Muslims don't deal with that.
I think it's fucking they pushing it anyway.
Yeah, hey,
Especially the kids.
yeah, definitely.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah. But look, that goes off of the white nation. The white nation, the education derives from under them because they took all the resource, knowledges, gold, silver, anything that we use, they took it and they teach our children these ways of life.
Like
You know what I'm saying?
Cortez.
Uh-huh.
Fucking, oh yeah, dude, how Cortez came over and just raped South America and stuff.
Yeah,
You know
motherfucking
what
right.
Manhattan stands for?
What is?
Crazy white person. Because
Yeah.
the whites came over and bought it for $24 or
Yeah,
whatever.
from
and
Indians.
The Indians are like, you can't own land. Yeah, sure, here, you want to buy a cloud too? Like
Yeah.
shit like that. Yo, yeah.
And that's how they did
It
Crafty
was-
Council.
yeah.
Country Council.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah.
I'll give you one more, right? Because if you against your nation, it's just smooth. This is Matthew 12:25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto him, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So if you against your nation, you don't like them, hey, all praises, man, because eventually this place is going to be destroyed. America is going to be wiped out of the history books.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we waiting for right now. You
I'm
know
not
what I'm saying?
against no one. I have my own opinions. That's all.
I mean, I
That's
am.
all. I'm not against no one. I just like peace, love, and music, bro. That's all.
Shoot, I like peace, love too, but
That's it, man.
you know, my people, we don't got that yet. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's got that yet, cause no one can. Hey, no one's ever gonna all get along. It's so hard. It would be a beautiful thing, but it's just so hard.
Right? No, it is hard.
So hard.
It is hard.
We must fight over this, that, third religion. Do it like religions are all basically the same basic shit. Just cut all like the specifics out. Let everybody have their own specifics.
Uh-huh.
But it's all don't kill, don't cheat, don't lie, don't steal, don't rape, don't murder. Like that. Like, come on, man. That's it. Do unto others. That's
Right.
it. And nobody can understand that. They all want to go against each other. Oh no, you fucking believe in Jesus, so you should die. No, we believe in Muhammad. No, dude. You
Well,
believe in what you want to believe in. Treat each other good. That's all you gotta do is treat the next man as good as you want to be treated.
I mean,
it's so simple to do.
right, if you was to be technical, every nation has their own culture, but technically
Culture's
it's
a
only
beautiful thing.
it's only one God, the God of Israel. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest lie the world has hidden and told. You know what I'm saying? And you could go look at it in the Vatican secrets. They'll tell you it's only one God, and it's the God of Israel. But our nation fucked up. That's why your nation is in rulership.
What is this nation?
Nation,
Like,
nation. You might not know. I ain't trying to give you too much. You know what I'm saying? But because the message is really for the Black, Latinos, and Natives. But it's 18 nations out the whole earth,
okay.
and one nation is over all of them. Watch, I'm about to read it right here.
I'm just curious, man. That's why
And no, that's
learn.
that's
like
fine.
I'm saying, I'm curious. I love
You know what I'm saying?
learn.
Yeah, all right. This is
love it.
Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So the wicked are ruling. The wicked seed that's in the whole earth, which would be the
Absolutely.
nation Idumea, they're ruling with many other nations. And the nation of Israel technically is the righteous nation. So we're not in rulership. The Black, Latinos, and Natives is in the hood, in the ghetto. They either strung on drugs. You know what I'm saying? We're not in a political suit. It's because we lost our power. We turned away from the Lord. That's why this whole Bible is dealing with Black, Latinos, and Natives.
Is it wrong for me to say I feel like I come from that though?
I
From
mean,
that nation? From that side?
Nah, I mean,
I
you
come
do
from-
come. You
I
do
come
come.
from that side,
I
bro.
mean, you're in the scriptures.
I might
I
be
mean,
white, but I come from that side.
I mean, if you are white, you would be a brother of Jacob. You would be a Hebrew Edomite, but you wouldn't be an Israelite. It's a difference.
I understand what you're
Yeah,
saying.
Hebrew Edomite is not a Hebrew
But I
Israelite.
feel like I was on the other side the whole time.
I mean,
It's very nice to meet you, though.
all right,
I love you. I'm gonna let you do your thing, man.
all right, appreciate it,
I
appreciate it.
appreciate the knowledge. Thank you.
Uh huh. So yeah, let me go back to that.
That's fucking awesome.
That man's saucy over there. But you know, you let somebody get in a video, they become a video. So Matthew 12 and 25, and you see, I'm not gonna pan the whole camera, but it's blacks smoking. It was blacks in there. It's blacks around. Yes, y'all hear me. Blacks sitting over there smoking weed. The one brother just walked past, and you got another nation coming up trying to hear the word, trying to ask questions. And guess what? I went straight to, I asked him who he was, and he said, yeah, I am Irish and Russian, you know, and I had to let him know we can't come together. There's no way around it. But it's just sad when our people don't want to hear the word. I don't care if you're a drug dealer, a hustler. The girl was itching, he was twitching, and he was drinking, and he still wanted to hear the word. You don't see that in the nation of Israel. It's because the Lord took that veil from you, right? I'm going to read this again, Matthew 12, and I'm going to start at 25 again. I'm going to start at 24. It says, when the Pharisees heard it, they said, this fellow doeth not cast out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of the devils. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And he over here said he even hate his own nation. So you got to understand, especially if brothers think that we have a devil on us, how can the devil cast out another devil? They working on the same damn team, right? But when you look at what the scripture said in 24, a nation that divided itself will be desolated, right? And this place is going to be desolated because America is divided against itself. Dealing with the Hebrew Israelites, you got Kemet, you got all this bullshit in America, man. You got this one black brother saying, why won't all beliefs and religions come together? Because that's not written in stone, right? Kemet, that was for those people, and whoever was under them, they were pushing it around the midst of the nations around them. Just like the Greeks, the Babylonians, the the Romans, the Arabs, when Muhammad seeing how the Jews, the Israelites was moving, he stripped and took, the first 5 books of the Bible and put it in the Quran. That's why the Quran means to recite, right? The black Latinos and natives is different from all nations on the earth, right? And we haven't been taught this day in and day out. This is why our nation going through hell, right? This is why our women love to be freaking naked, man. Like, they like a dog, man. Like, I forgot what dog. I think it's a poodle. When you shave off, shave all the poodle's hair, it's butt ass naked, just like that poodle across the damn street. And that's how our women is. They feel like they'll be more respected, more loved when they show more freaking skin, right? Israel is a nation that is destroyed, right? We wanted to cleave to a nation, and it's funny how the Lord puts you with more nations, and we go back to the same way we was in our foreign life, right? Let me go to Judges. And I bring this out fluently because Israel was spoiled as a nation. And that's why you can always look at the attributes of Israel today and know the same thing is happening again. This is Judges chapter 2, verse 14. It says, "And the anger of Yahweh Shemel Shai was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hands of the spoilers that spoiled them. And he sold them into the hands of their enemies round about, so that they could not any longer stand before their enemies. Whether so they went out, the hand of Yahweh Shemel Shai was against them for evil, as Yahweh Shemel Shai said, and as Yahweh Shemel Shai had sworn unto them, and they were greatly distressed." Right? You got to understand, man, the Lord allowed us to be spoiled, right? Because we wanted to walk in the way of the damn heathens. That's why when you look at Isaiah the 28th chapter, it's really going towards the northern kingdom. People are like, oh, no, it's not. It's going into something else. Let's go to Isaiah 28, verse 7. And we're still spoiled now. That's why I just said what I said. You'll be talking to 5 black people across the street smoking a blunt or sitting down, and they wouldn't even care, right? This is Isaiah 28, verse 7. It says, "But they have erred through wine," which is philosophy, right? Just like when you go to First Ezra, it says wine is the strongest. Yes, it's talking about physical wine, but on a deeper level, it's talking about the philosophy of wine, right? And it says, "Through strong drink are out of the way, and the priests and the prophets have erred through strong drink. They have swallowed up of wine. They are not of the way through strong drink. They err in vision. They stumble in judgment." And before I even give the sense, let's go to the next chapter. Isaiah 29, verse 9. Isaiah 29, verse 9, it says, "Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They are staggered, but not with strong drink." So what is they drunk with? They're drunk off of philosophies and traditions of men, which we can go to another precept real quick. I believe is in Colossians 3 and 8. I believe. Is it 2 and 8? Salaki. Yes. Colossians 2 and 8, it says, "Beware lest any man," let me start at 6. It says, "As ye have therefore received Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, Yahweh Shemel Shai, to walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving." Right? We got to be bounded in the Lord. So when we go to the next verse, it takes you away from being abounded in Yahweh Shemel Shai. It says, "Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy in vain deceit," which is that wine, "after the tradition of men, after the rudiment of the world, and not after Hamashiach." A lot of us want to be of the world, and the world would say, let all of us come together. Yahweh Shai do not teach those things. The only way the world is going to come into a balance is what I just read in Proverbs 29:2. Right? The wicked has to be put low so the righteous can be put up high. Then the whole earth will rejoice. But while the wicked is in rulership, the earth and all people are going to mourn, even the animals. Nobody dropped the precept. That's fine, right? The earth is going to mourn, right? While the wicked is in rulership, right? If somebody can put Jude chapter 5, verse 20 and 21. But if you want to get the whole clip, you can go from verse 17 to 21. If you can, put Judith chapter 5, that's in Apocrypha, Judith chapter 5, verse 17 to 21. You might have to do verse after verse because YouTube won't let you drop it all as one. So you might have to drop verse after verse. If you can. If not, I'll just get it myself, right? Where was we, right? Oh yeah, we was talking about the wine, right? And this is why the Lord has to plead with all flesh, right? Right? This is even more. You know what I'm saying? This is why whenever we come and cleave to the things of the world, especially if you hungry for the knowledge and the truth, the Lord would eventually chastise you, right? And this is Job chapter 5, verse 17. It said, behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty, right? The Almighty Yahweh Shem Shai is going to chastise. The Lord is going to chastise the ones that he loves, right? And that's that correction, which we all need, right? Let's see if somebody put the scripture up. Nope, not yet. It's okay. I got a precept that's in my Bible that is showing me to go to. So let's see. It says Sirach 32 and 14. Sirach chapter 32, verse 14, and it reads, whoso feareth Yahweh Shem Shai will receive his discipline, and they that seek him early shall find favor, and he that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith, but the hypocrite will be offended thereat. They that fear Yahweh Shem Shai shall find judgment, and shall kindle justice as light, right? When you're looking for correction or you looking for knowledge like we all do, you're going to find correction when you're trying to find knowledge, because the Lord has to discipline you, right? We all need to seek discipline, right? Let me get one more before I read your precept, Sam. This is Sirach 18, another precept I got under that. Sirach 18, verse 14. It says, he have mercy on them that receive discipline, and that diligently seek after his judgment. So you have to diligently seek after the Lord's judgment, right? Which is going to lead you to discipline, right? Every man need discipline, especially the women of Israel. You need discipline. The brother said, now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people, this is Judah 5, verse 20 and 21. Now therefore, my Lord, if there be, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. So if we had disobeyed the Lord gave the nations the go, right? Let me get a precept for that before we read the next one. The Lord gave them the go, and I'm gonna just go straight to the point, man. Right? This is Daniel 2 and 21. And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removed kings and set up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding. So the Lord set up kings and removed kings. Soon as you constantly want to disobey the Lord will put another nation above you. That's why we went through 7 great captivities and 7 least captivities. Then this is the last greatest captivity. To read verse 21 in Tawada Sam, my big brother for dropping a precept, it says, but if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them and their God before them, and we become a reproach before all the world, right? And with the white dude that was just up here, he said, why we can't come along and come together? We can't come along because the Lord put us in your ancestors' hand, and the rulership was given down to ancestor after descendant. So your nation is ruling. You just a real bottom Edomite, right? We can't come together. The Bible is all about division. I'm gonna read that too, Sam. Thank you, Tawada, man. You always gonna need a brother to tap in with the precepts, man. Let me keep that going. It's just I'm doing this frankincense because I ain't gonna lie, it's some spirits out here, man. You got brothers out here smoking crack. You had the one girl damn near walking half butt naked out here. I need this frankincense, man. You know what I'm saying? What would I be without you? All right, so the brother dropped Judith. What did he drop? This is Judith, chapter 5, verse 17. And whilst they sinned not before their power, they prospered, because the Most High that had hated iniquity was with them. Right? You see that? That's plain right there. When we sin not, we're going to prosper. We're going to be at the highest level as we can be. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna walk it like we talk it. Guess what? This is how you even know the Lord would be with us if we did what He asked. If we did what He asked us to do, and this is why you always got to relate to the whole Bible. This is Deuteronomy 28, which is one of the key chapters out of the whole book. One of the key chapters. It says, 28:1. It says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt diligently. If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh Shema Shai thy power, to observe to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that Yahweh Shema Shai thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And the Lord stripped us from that, right? The Lord stripped us from that, and now we're in the curses, right? And even more, St. John 7:49, he that don't know if the law is cursed. Let alone people hop in the gospel and try to go on Paul's letters and don't even understand what is going on in there. You really just need to sit down and actually read, or sometimes you need somebody to teach you these scriptures. Let's go to Paul's letter in Romans. Let's go to Romans 10:17, which says, so then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the words of God. Like I said earlier, it's always black folks on this street. And why I'm bringing it out, it was really a white, either crackhead or drunken man and woman that came up and wanted to hear the word more than Jake. Why I'm putting everything together, you got brothers pounding me. I like what you're doing, man. You talking to the power. I forgot what this brother said. You standing for you. I said, no, I'm standing for us. Then you got another brother saying, I forgot what the heck he said. You know what I'm saying? But this man asking questions. He wanted to hear scriptures, but I gave him scriptures about himself, right? This nation is divided against itself. And when you look in Israel, we're divided against ourselves. People be like, why can't we just all come together in our camps? Because the Lord is not dealing with that. The Lord is going to bring us together. He's going to bring both sticks together, right? Any man trying to do it in his own will, I don't think the Lord dealing with you, right? We got to let the Lord be true and every man a liar, right? And if you got any precepts, Sam, or anybody that's on the video, you could definitely drop that, right? I'm going to bring this out. I'm going to go straight to the pizzy. This is Ezekiel 36, verse 22. What's up, King? Doing even better, man. I'm glad to see you, man. Yep. Yep, you too. This is Ezekiel 36 and 21. It says, "But I had pity for my holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen, whether they went. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Yahweh Shemashai power, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for my holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen, whether you went." Yo, and that's even more, you know what makes it even more amazing? This is why the Lord put a veil over some of our brothers and sisters, calling the Lord Yah, Yah, Yahuda, Yeshua, or just only calling him Jesus Christ, just to please others. You are here to please Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and this is why the Lord put that spirit on you to be afraid in the spirit to say his name, right? And we constantly putting profane in the name of the Lord, let alone when you say you are Israelite and you doing everything of the world, right? Verse 23, and it says, "And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh Shema Shai, saith Yahweh Shema Shai power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes." Right? We're going to be approved. And this is why right in front of their eyes, you see the men of the Lord growing slowly day by day. The 144,000 is on this earth, but they're growing. They're growing in this truth, whoever they may be. But I bet you some of the elect, they are teaching the right understanding. They are. And there's going to be some brothers that has to see certain prophecies to be revealed, and then they're going to change their whole understanding. Look, they about to get in a damn car accident. And the Lord is going to open up their veil, right? Where we all have to, the Lord has to open up that veil on all of us, man, so that we can be in line. You know when you're in school and they make you walk that straight line, walk in a file line? None of us can walk in a file line, especially if it's man's power, man's will. That's why same always say, Lord's will. Excuse my language, who the fuck am I to say it's my will, right? It has to be the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? The destruction on this place has to be the will of the Lord. I can't do nothing, right? Another thing, how the hell I'm trying to get along with another brother that's calling on the name of the Lord, saying Yahweh Shem Yahushai, dropping some good music and smoking weed, man? I hope you see this video. Brother, put that damn weed down, man. How you gonna say, thus saith the Lord, and you smoking weed? This is why brothers want to think about music more than bringing in the ministry, man, right? But that's understandable. You can still give out edification through music. But if you good with giving out edification in music, you can freaking teach. That's why the Lord is not putting that on everybody. Verse 24, it says, "I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land." That's another way to show you we're not in no damn new covenant. Yahweh Shai, for his death and his blood, it ushers it in, but we're not fully in until he comes back, right? 25, it says, "Then I will sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you the heart of flesh." We got to cry to the Lord to give us a new heart, a new way of thinking. Even in this truth, niggas need to re-up. If you can't see the charagma being physical, you need to re-up. Re-up right now. Because when that shit drop, you go, I coulda, woulda, shoulda. A lot of y'all gonna really change y'all understanding on the charagma. You're gonna change your understanding on a lot of things. I'm not better than nobody, and you damn sure not better than me. But when you teaching out this word, you want to feel like you want to teach it correctly, right? Because you want to know that the sheep hear the voices of the Lord, right? And we're going to get that after this last verse. "And I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them," right? Let's go. Damn, where was I going? Can somebody remind me? What the heck was I just saying? That fire just hit me real quick. What was we getting into? You got to cry to the Lord to give you a new heart, man. Because this place will have your mind going to and fro. right? A lot of us got to be retaught as a student. A lot of us got to be re-guided as a student, right? I got to find where I was going to go. It was in my mind, and then another precept came to mind. I know it's, oh yeah, St. John 10. St. John 10. See? St. John 10. Let's see if somebody dropped a precept. Ooh, my brother Sam, see? Thank you, Tawada. Tawada staying on fire, King. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 22. It says, return ye backsliding children. We the first ones to do the moonwalk. And I will hear, Salaki, return ye backsliding children, and I will heal your backsliding. Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art Yahweh Shemashai, our power. Right? We've been backsliding from each captivity. How we get out of Egypt? We understand the Lord did all of this. Then our dumb ass is going to make a golden calf just because Moses is up a hill 40 days and 40 nights. And that's how Jake is right now. The Lord taking too long, man. Brother, what we going to do? The Lord taking too long. This is why brothers cannot sit, sisters and brothers can't sit still, because the Lord is taking too long, right? Look, that brother stole my dang precept. This right here is 2 Chronicles chapter 15, verse 3. It says, now for a long season, Israel, Salaki, for a long season, Israel have been without the true power and without a teaching priest and without the law, right? We didn't have a real teacher, man, right? We didn't have a real teacher in a long time, man. And we got to come back in this thing and be guided, man, right? You see Jake over here having a good old time. I'm happy that y'all having a good time. But y'all gonna have a good time when you ain't gonna know what the fuck is going on. But just because of your precepts, Sam, I have to bring this out. We have to be guided in this thing. This is Acts, the 8th chapter, and I'll just go straight. I'm gonna just start at the top so y'all can know who it's going into. Verse 27. And he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, a eunuch, of great authority under Candace, queen of Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her treasure and had come to Jerusalem to worship, was returning and sitting in his chariot, read Isaiah the prophet. When the Spirit said unto Philip, go near and join thyself to this chariot, and Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, understandest thou what thou readest? And he said, how can I, except some man should guide me? And he desires Philip that he would come and sit with him. All of the black Latinos and natives need to be guided in the scriptures in the right way to understand this. You could be the deepest teacher and know all of this and get one thing, two things, four things wrong. But you'll be thinking you're the best teacher and don't think you need to be retaught. Add more precepts. Look, I'm always sharpening my sword. Watching a video that I probably never did. Guess what? It's precepts in there I might have, but it's precepts I don't have. You got to be humbled in this thing, man. Actually, let me get that. Let me get that before I go to Sam joint. You know, Sam over here bringing out precepts, and now it got me bringing out another precept. This is Luke chapter 9, verse 23. And he said unto them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. You got brothers over here saying when we was in Egypt, we was only in there for 200 years. Nigga, are you reading? Niggas is getting 60, 40, or 16,000 or 2,000 people watching they damn videos. And just because you get a damn Ethiopian in front of your damn video, you gonna hurry up and, don't y'all say it's in the scriptures that Israel was in Egypt for 400 years? No, they wasn't. They were in there for 200 years. Are you kidding me? You know, the Lord is putting a veil over prideful ass niggas, man. Right? We got to be humble and deny ourselves every day and want to be increased in the spirit. Right? You want to be increased in the spirit while you can, man. Right? You want to be increased while you can, man. That right there is crazy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us is going to take away from the word. A lot of us is just going to teach something to make somebody feel good. But do you know how many people is in this ministry? And if they see that, they going to feel like they were taught a lie from every camp. You know what I'm saying? Somebody saying that's wildin'. You out your rabbit, man. That's why you can't have itchy ears to hear every teacher, man. You got to watch brothers that's more sincere, let alone brothers that want to get corrected, brothers that want to be told they need to do more work, right? You don't want a brother half the time, man. If I don't do a video, it's because I'm trying to build on my reading, build on my history. It's obedience. It helps with my faith. Every day you should be reading this word because Yahweh Shai haven't came back yet. If you're not reading or doing any type of work of the Lord, you think you sealed. Nigga, you not sealed. What was the other one he brought out? St. John chapter 10, verse 27 to 28. It says, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish. Neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. That's a fact. It's another verse above that I definitely want too, right? For brothers that's too comfortable in this truth, man. Brothers outside this truth, y'all too comfortable. Where is it? This is St. John chapter 10. Wait. Oh, snap. No, this is Luke. It's lucky, y'all. St. John chapter 10. Oh, yeah. St. John chapter 10, verse 25, it says, Yahushua answered them, I told you, ye believe not the works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, and ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. His sheep is going to deny themselves, right? His sheep is going to pick up their cross daily, right? The real hopeful elect, I'm not going to lie, they really be putting their sweat and tears in their scriptures, outside of them working. But I'm not going to lie, you got to think the apostles, they were living simple lives. Matthew was a publican. Then eventually Yahushua came into play and told him to follow him, and he left that behind. What kind of life do you think Peter and all, they were fishermen, right? They were ready to teach the word of the Lord, but now because we in America, yes, yeah, get where you can fit it in. But brothers put all this other thing before the work of the ministry. And this is why we be covered in proudness, pride, being prideful, being sluggard and lazy, right? Attention seekers. I ain't gonna lie, I love attention. I love being seen. But if it becomes to be a nuisance, if it becomes to drift you all the way left and you get too big-headed of yourself, some people are not gentle when it comes to their brethren, right? Sometimes I'm not gentle, but I'm going to still say, if you got a question, man, come talk to me, right? Because when you get in this truth and you really a believer of Yahweh Shem Shai, you become bold and you become jealous for the Lord. And if a brother slip off, it's not always a rub on the back. You got to get on his shoulder and be like, yo, bro, what the heck is you doing, man? Come back this way. Brother, come on, do a video. We got to be stern on our brothers because you don't want to leave your first love, which is either teaching, reading, right? You don't want to slack just because you read the whole Bible. Because you got to know, as soon as you drift away from it, the Lord will make you forget it, right? And you got to be afraid of that. I'm afraid too. The brother brought out Revelations 3:20. It says, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him and he with me, right? The Lord going, what you think he gonna do? He ain't gonna have a conversation. See what your mind like. He might even ask you what the charagma is, man. The Lord is always ready to have a conversation with somebody that say they believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? The Lord is going to always try to find a way to have a conversation with his people. Worry about that later on, right? The Lord is always trying to have a conversation with his brothers and sisters, man, to see where your mind is at. Is your mind on them, right? Is you trying to devour the ministry, right? Devour that wisdom that you read in 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter, right? Let me get that. This is 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter. I'm going to start at 1. And it says, and he answered me, saying, the Most High have made this world for many, but the world to come for few. Hey, look, people be like, yo, some of the brothers in GMS or brothers outside, they go to somewhere where it's not people at and they just speak to the damn wind. Hey, I'm out here. It's people having a whole conversation over there. It's people waiting for the bus. It's people waiting for this this other community bus. You got people over there rolling, right? It's people out here. It's a little restaurant joint. People is out here. And most of them black, right? Or they can be Latino. If they ain't coming up asking a question, hey, I'm not forcing nobody. You know, it got to be the will of the Lord, right, to pull them in. But there's always other nations that come and ask questions. So I'm going to constantly teach this word. If they don't hear this word, man, speak to the wind, right? But the world to come is for a few. And I will tell thee a similitude, Ezra, as when thou askest, and Sam, if you can you get the one precept where it says, if they don't hear you, prophesy to the wind? And then the other precept, if they don't accept your word, kick the dust off your feet. Those two precepts. If they don't hear you, prophesy to the wind. And if they don't accept you, kick the dust off your feet. If you can, Baba Kasha. Verse 2, and I will tell thee a similitude, Ezra, as when thou ask the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold thereof. Earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of. Even so is the course of this present world. There be many created, but few shall be saved. Right? And only the few is going to desire the hunger word. What?
Is it actual water? Not your water? I got it.
No. This is my water.
Oh, thanks. I got a drink of it?
No, you can have it.
Oh, thanks.
You can have it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And it says, there be many created, but few shall be saved. Right? In the same, you got to look at the spirit of somebody that could be in need of something. Hey, that could be an angel right there. You never know. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, deep in my heart, I'm like, hell no, I really wanted that water. My wife gave me that to drink that. But guess what? I can go home and get more. He probably needed more than me, right? We out here for the few. We not out here for the many. Verse 4, the point. It says, so answer I and said, swallow down, O my soul, understanding, and devour wisdom. Right? We have to devour wisdom in these days and in these times. For thou hast agreed to give ear and are willing to prophesy, for thou hast no longer space than only to live. Right? And a lot of us gave up our life to prophesy, thus saith the Lord. It's so many people say, oh yeah, I'm going to come out one day. Oh, I'm going to come talk to them brothers. No, you not. It has to be Lord will to bring you out here. If he don't bring you out tomorrow, the next day, next week, next month, the Lord might not be dealing with you at this moment. The Lord got you in cuckoo land, right? The Lord is dealing with the men and the women that want to be in this ministry. If you don't want to be or learn about this ministry, you have to really reevaluate your life. I'm sorry. Sorry, boo-boo. Yeah, my brother probably busy, so I'll look it up. I'll get it. I can't remember the book, chapter, and verse, but I know what I'm talking about. And this is what it's talk about. The more you read, you gotta constantly go over the same scriptures so they can be implanted in your heart. This is Ezekiel 37:9. It says, then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith Yahweh Shem Shai, come from the four winds, O breathe, and breath upon, no, and breath and breathe upon these slain, that they may live, right? So the dead bones, wherever they may be, I'm gonna teach this word, and I'm gonna speak to the web, which is the internet, YouTube, or whatever it may be, and the Lord is gonna take it to and fro. He's gonna take it to the south, north, east, and west. All I have to do is end this video and send it, and it's gonna go on its way, right? So speak to the wind, right? And let alone, you got to think Yahweh Shem Shai can hear us speaking. He can hear us prophesying and teaching his word. Let's see if somebody dropped the precept I really needed. Right. Yeah, thank you, Sam. Thank you. Appreciate it. That brother came in. He came in for me. Right? Appreciate it. Matthew chapter 10, verse 14, it says, and whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of the house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. So when I get done with this, all the black Latinos and natives that see me out here teaching this word, guess what? I'm gonna kick the dust off my damn feet. And if you recording over there, hey, I think the sister was over there recording. Kick the dust off of your feet, right? Who cares? Nobody want to listen. Guess what? The word still got to come out. I still got to come out. Still got to. The Lord is going to take this somewhere. Even if I'm standing, guess what? People going to drive past. This is posted on the book. Whoever see me on the book, be like, yo, I really drove past him when he was bringing it out. Or if they on YouTube, the more people share it and like it, eventually it's going to become a trend. And eventually they're going to see it. The man's going as of the Lord, right? The Lord, look, and what? A man's heart deviseth his ways, but the Lord directeth his steps. Wherever you go, if you, all these brothers that's out here, they don't want to hear the word, I can't make them. They're probably in Shabba Dabba Ding Dong land. I know y'all hear me, but it's okay. I'm not here to force nobody, but I come out to this area, not just only for y'all. I just come out because instead of driving, I could walk, teach this word, meditate, and bring it out, right? This word is not for everybody. It's only for the few, right? And a lot of our brothers and sisters want to walk the wide gate. That's that Matthew chapter 7, right? I remember my brother Key, he always used to say, man, brothers not speaking on Yahweh Shai, man. The spirit of Yahweh Shai is prophecy. So if you speaking of prophecy, man, you is speaking of Yahweh Shai, because he is the spirit of prophecy, right? This is Matthew chapter 7, verse, let me start at, I'm going to go to 7, then I drop down. It says, ask and it shall be given you, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be open unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be open. So if I go home and the door locked, I'm going to knock on it. And they going to open up that dang door. And guess what? When you look in the scriptures, Yahweh Shai is the door. Somebody can bring that out too, that Yahweh Shai is the door. Oh, my brother brought out Revelations 19 and 10. I'm going to get that. Let's get that. Revelations 19 and 10. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. Right? The testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. We got to always speak on especially in this time. That's why you want to always look at the news, right? Uh-oh, what do they say in battle rap? Oh, I'm about to freestyle. Let's freestyle. Let's see what the spirit bring. We about to go to the end times. And I thank the Lord for brothers that I labor with that's always saying, yo, watch the end times. It was always Asher. It was Dan. It was Yarmayan, and it was Sam, right? Always saying, watch the news. And all praise to the Lord that's how I know the Lord dealing with me, when I can take correction or when a brother redirect me to be like, yo, to add more to your arsenal, right? Let alone brothers is like, yo, if you already did a lesson and you meditating or you haven't did a lesson, just go look up some precepts and then there you go. And if you're not near your notebooks, add them to your phone, right? And I'm thankful for that, because then it adds more to other lessons, right? So we about to freestyle. Look at this. Look at this. You never know. This kid could be a Jake. You never know. This kid could be a Jake. Right? And I'm going to just show you. Even my lady was just telling me this. And I just went on End Time Headlines, and the same thing she just told me is right there. It says, bullied 10-year-old apparently takes own life as family blast schools officials who didn't have time. This man took his life because he was getting bullied, man. Right? And this goes back to this, man. This goes back to this, man. Let alone that dumb LGB 123 Sesame retarded street, right? Promoting that gayness. You got this one kid keep getting suspended because he's saying God only made two genders. Crazy. You can't even speak truth out here no more. Proverbs again, chapter 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. It's because of the wicked is ruling. This is why we have a education system where it is bullies. Yo, it's another one. It was a transgender in certain schools. Is a certain school in the South. A black, tall, 6-foot transgender dude beating up straight women, man. This is why the LGBT community got to be stopped, man. But you know me as a yep. I see you. Hey, me as a normal man and us as normal people, we can't stop that, right? And it all comes by the faith, calling on the Lord and fasting, reading, praying as much as you can that the destruction of this place, right? And that actually goes to just because of that little kid. We got to do this. The Lord is calling us to cry out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read it backwards. I'm going to read that we're in the belly, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to show that the Lord is telling us to cry to the wicked city. Right? Right? This is Jonah chapter 2. Jonah chapter 2, verse 1 and 2. It says, then Jonah prayed unto Yahweh Shema Shai his power out of the fish's belly, and said, I cried by reason of my affliction unto Yahweh Shema Shai, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice. So we're supposed to cry out of the belly of the fish, and we're in the belly of a whore, which is in Revelation the 17th chapter. We're in this whore, and we got to cry against it. When you go to Jonah chapter 1, verse 2, it says, arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it, for their wickedness is come up before me. The wickedness of this place and all the other 7 heads of Esau, which would be Roman, Germany major, minor, the British, the Spanish, the Greeks, and the British. That's the 7 heads of Idumea under the Great Horn, which is America, right? Even AI and Google, Google even know the daughter of Babylon, the great whore, is America, man. Even the world, the nature knows who the whore is, man, right? Right. Yeah, but that Matthew 10 and 14, man, you know what I'm saying? If none of your brothers and sisters accept this word, man, just kick the dust off your feet and keep it moving. It's another day, right? And that don't stop nothing. That don't stop the ministry of the Lord, because his word will never go unvoid. There's going to always be a flowing engine, right? Just like the air is always flowing. If it wasn't flowing, we'd be holding our breath, I wouldn't even be able to come outside. We damn near we wouldn't even be able to live in our house, because even the air that's in here, it sucks through the house. If your house is not airproof, you breathe in the same air. In most cases, you breathe in the same air in your house that you breathe in outside, right? And if it wasn't, we would have to be in a real closed area to even be able to breathe, like a bunker, right? But this air is a continuing flow. Water is a continuing flow, right? Your heart, if the Lord don't stop that, is a continual beat. Your blood flow, unless the Lord, stop the pumping of your heart, it's a continuing flow, right? And that's the same with the ministry. The ministry has to be continuous. It has to always be flowing. You always have to. You know what? Let me just get it. Right? This is Matthew 22, verse 9. It says, "Go ye therefore," let me go to 8. It says, "Then saith he to his servants, which is the prophets, the wedding is ready." Right? Right now, through the Spirit, the wedding is getting ready. We're just waiting patiently until it's that time for the bride, which is Israel, to walk down the aisle. Yahweh Shai is waiting, but we really waiting for Yahweh Shai to get his garment on and his dress, his outfit for the wedding, and to be standing there waiting for us to actually come to him. Right? It says the wedding is ready, but they which were bidded were not worthy. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good. And the wedding was furnished with guests. So, we got to come out here for the black Latinos and natives, regardless if they accept it or not. When you go to Ezekiel chapter 2, damn near the whole script, I say from verse 2 all the way to 9, regardless if they hear or forbear, we are supposed to be out here teaching our people, thus saith the Lord. And we should continue to do that. You should thrive for the Lord. You should strive for the Lord, right? The Lord is our only way out of this bullshit, right? And I'm right, just on behalf of the little kid, just on behalf of the little man, right? Let's see. This is Psalms 92, verse 12 to 15. It says, "The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree." And a palm tree, like Sam, because he been in LA. I've been in LA one, but I don't really know it that well. But like they got real tall trees, like probably taller than that damn street light. It says, "The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those that be planted in the house of Yahweh Shema Shai shall flourish in the courts of our power." Right? You want to grow in the pavilion, in the arms and the wings of Yahweh Shema Shai. You want to grow in his ministry. Right? When you come into ministry, you start to get planted. It says, "They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourishing." And you got some brothers that could be 40, 50, 60, 70, shoot, even 80 teaching this word. Right? If it's the Lord's will. It says, "To show that Yahweh Shema Shai is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him." There's no unrighteousness with Yahweh Shema Shai. This is why we need to strive, we need to thrive for Yahweh Shema Shai. You need to strive to want to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Shema. Strive. Right? This is Luke 13 and 24. "Strive to enter in at the straight gate. For many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able." Leadership. What are your God's promise? What are your God's promises for your success? So we need to strive to enter into that narrow gate as black Latinos and natives. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, in my past life, I desired to be, I wanted to make money just to get more girls, right? That's just striving just to have more coochie. That's it. Just to please everybody, but the last person you want to please is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You really think, in that time, I got to be honest with myself now. Do I really think the Lord really is dealing with me? I'm only striving for some coochie, but I'm not striving to get in the kingdom. That's why he's saying Matthew 6 and 33, first seek the kingdom of heaven, right? Right? And that's us striving. We want to strive for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. What the hell pussy gonna do for you? Huh? Except for bust a nut and have a damn child. What the hell can an Oscar Mayer wiener do for you? If that man is not teaching thus saith the Lord, what is that man doing for you? You got to strive for the Lord, man. You got to strive to enter into the kingdom, man. If you don't want to get in the kingdom, you're not gonna strive. You're gonna be sluggard, lazy ass nigga. Right? Let me get a few more on striving. Somebody talk about his teacher. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 5. It says, if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. We have to strive lawfully for Yahweh Shem Al Shai, because the Lord is watching the sinful kingdom. You got people really talking about what I'm doing, but I bet you ain't. I bet you the Lord not gonna put that spirit on you to come over here to hear His word or to ask questions. That's how you, man. The Lord he's a bad man. Not a bad man, evil. He's a bad man, Majama. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, save Yahweh Shem Shai. He's talking about great daughter of Babylon, great Babylon. He's talking about this bullshit ass place called America. He's going to destroy this in 60 minutes. And the Lord got his eyes. That's why when you look up, look for chariots, man. You know what I'm saying? Actually, let me show you a video that my brother Bashar, as a motivation. And I got it on my YouTube page, which should be premiering tomorrow or tomorrow morning at like 1:15 a.m. This video I'm about to show is going to be premiering on my YouTube at 1:15 a.m. You know what I'm saying? So don't miss it. And it's not about hearing it, it's about seeing. He see chariots. You ain't gonna be able to see because of he see chariots. It's chariots. You see it? You see all those chariots? Dude, I wish I was him, man. Man, every day I wish I could see something like that, man. I wish every day the Lord will allow me to see something like that, man. I always feel I'm not even worthy to see something like that. You know what I'm saying? He got to see a fleet of chariots. That's why every day I'm always looking up. The other day, me and my brothers was outside having a little sippy McNippy, and we looking up, calling the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. And next thing you know, he allowed us to see 2 chariots, man. That's the excitement, right? You do the work because the end result, right? You do the work for the reward of the righteous, which is going to be a lesson I'm going to do later, Lord willing, if the Lord allow me to do that lesson later on tonight, right? We all should desire that reward, right? That reward to be in the kingdom. Let alone a lot of us get a reward and don't even know it, right? I'm gonna give you one, and I've been bringing this out a lot. This is 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 12. And I thank Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, our Lord, who have enabled me, for that he counted me faithful, putting me into the ministry. That's a reward that the Lord put you in the ministry. Instead of having you being stuck in the world where you'll be devoured, he put you in the ministry where you can have safe haven, where you can learn the schoolmaster and be set apart, right? And we should be calling on Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Rakakwadash, because the Lord is only dealing with his elect, you know? And even if you in this truth, you got to always examine yourself. Always examine yourself, right? Don't never keep your foot off the gas and think it's the end all be all. Always examine yourself, right? I got my mind on so many things. But I'm going to bring out one precept on examine yourself. 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. It says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves. How that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. If you are a reprobate, you ain't going to know yourself. Brothers think that they a king. How you a king and you don't even know who you is? You is a king, but how the hell you a king and you don't even know who you is? That's why every man and every woman should be examining themselves. It was a freaking fire happening in Canada. It was blood moons, blood red moons for the past few days. A lot of us don't understand that blood moons mean it is the end times, right? Science can't tell you that. Scientists can't tell you that unless they go in the scriptures. A stupid little freaking tarot card little trick, she can't tell you. A stripper, a celebrity can't tell you that unless they go in the scriptures, man, right? The Lord is coming to plead with all flesh. What you gonna do? Right? The kingdom is at hand. It's just like how this Bible and this phone is in my hand. Right? Let me go to right? This is Job 19 and 20. It says, my bone cleaveth to my skin and to my flesh, and I am scaped with the skin of my teeth. Right? And that goes into us, some of our brothers and sisters, they might be able to make it through from the missiles touching down, making it through the skin of their damn teeth, right? And you want to pray that you be one of them that make it before or make it by the skin of your teeth, right? The Lord is pleading with all flesh. Galatians 5 and 24, it says, and they that are Hamashiachs have crucified the flesh with the affections and the lust, right? And this is why every day we want to always meditate. That's why it's good to read in the gospel of Yahweh Shai being crucified, right? Understand what is that? What does that symbolize? What is that for? Because we transgress against Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and we have another chance back into the mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Him dying on the cross is showing you the mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? Because my app that I'm under is missing the whole preset. It's not missing it, it's just I don't want to click it because I got partial of my precepts on there. You know what I'm saying? This is Acts chapter 2, verse 17. It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days, saith Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Woo! And your own servants and your own handmaids will I pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke, which we just seen vapor of smoke. Let me get that picture. Vapor of smoke. Let's see. Let's look at something. Vapor of smoke. Look at that. New York looking brisky. Right? Right? Vapors of smoke. It says the sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood. Therefore, that great and notable day of Yahweh Shem Shai come. Right? And this is what we should be waiting for. Waiting for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Verse 21, a key point. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on my name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, which is his true name, shall be saved. So if you calling on Jesus Christ, you calling on Muhammad, Allah, you calling on Buddha, you calling on whatever hell name, Yah or Yehuda, I'm sorry, you're not going to be saved, man. And this is definitely not on no pride. You know, in ancient Hebrew, the Lord's name is Yahweh, which is he exists, he is to be, and then Yahweh Shai is he is the redeemer, or he saves, right? Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, right? That is in ancient Hebrew, you know, also going into Paleo Hebrew. And if you don't have a desire for this, you will not strive in the eyes of the Lord, right? Shalom, Sister Rose. Oh, shoot, my brother was dropping precepts. I'm sorry, King. This is St. John chapter 8, verse 31 to 32. I'm still going to read it, regardless if this was dealing with another point. It says, so Yahweh Shai said to those who believed in him, if you obey my teaching, you are really my disciples. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And I believe I know the truth because I'm following who the Lord is putting the spirit on. Yo, these brothers teaching, and when they mess up, they'll do a correct video about themselves. I love it. I don't, yo, I seen Yaramayan, I seen Asher, I seen the brothers I labor with correct their own selves. I'm not saying they is the elect, I wouldn't know. I don't have that psychic, I don't have that vision, you know what I'm saying? But for me to know, a real true man is going to correct himself, and they're going to follow in the teachings of Yahweh Shema Shai. I want to be like them one day, right? Even though I am like them, right? That you want to always, when you do mess up, correct yourself. If you don't, I even had my little brother Asher correct me. Even if it wasn't nothing too great, yeah, hey, you got to take it. It's like a kid that do something wrong, you give him an ass whooping, right? That was a beautiful precept, King. Another precept he brought out, Luke 21 and 28. And when these things began to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemptions draw nigh. Let me read that again. This is Luke 21 and 28. And when these things began to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemptions draweth nigh. So if fire, thunder, earthquakes, volcanoes erupt, hearing rumors of war, look up. Always look up. You got to understand the Lord is watching the sinful kingdom. He is watching his brothers and sisters. He is seeing who is doing the work and who not. Everywhere in the street is a damn LGB 123 stupid retarded community flag up, right? Up just enjoying themselves, right? I love the black Latinos and natives, but I hate the sin just like Yahweh Shema Shai. You do not hear me say go get a knife, go get a gun, and kill all sinners. I'm not saying that. We waiting for Yahweh Shema Shai to give Yahweh Shema, to give Hamashiach Yahweh Shai to go, to give the angels to go, and to give the angels that's down here, which is the hopeful elect, the go. First, he got to beam us up, change us in the twinkling of an eye, right? And then bring the ones that's going to bring his vengeance on the earth, bring them back down on the earth, and we gonna handle business. Everything we gotta wait on the Lord, man, right? Because yesterday, of course, my lady was like, camp. I think you should do camp. Guess what? That's not on her. That's not on nobody. It's on if the Lord give me the will to do it. If he put that desire on me. And I knew I wasn't gonna go out because I knew I had to catch up on reading. I had to catch up on little other videos. But that's still a spirit because the word has to be brought out. So it was a spirit on her saying that. And guess what? It was another brother that brought it out. Another brother that went to camp. So she was right. But then I knew in my heart that after I read yesterday, that I knew I had a desire that I said, you know what, Lord, please, if it's your will, let me come out today. And the Lord let me come out today. And what time did I have this thought? This thought was what? Yesterday at like 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. You know what I'm saying? And right now I came out like around 7 something. And we've been out ever since. And that's just all the Lord, right? Let me see. What time is it? Yeah, it's 10:06. It's a beautiful time to be out, right? And let's get that precept where we know man's going is of the Lord, right? Because none of us should take credit for what the Lord is doing. The Lord is working. This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's going are of Yahweh Shema Shai, How can a man then understand his own way? I can't understand shit. I can understand that the Lord is the one that moved. Like he's really playing chess. Man, we serve an awesome God, man. You know, like when you in church and they say that, it hits you. But when you really get in this ministry, it hits you way different. Like, yo, the Lord is real. Every day he's showing off, right? And I would hate to get on this bad side. Guess what? We are on this bad side because we in captivity. But if you were a prophet in your old life, you come back as a prophet and you're teaching this word again, right? Let's see. Let's see what he's saying in Revelations, the 18th chapter. If the prophets is all dead and the prophets is not here no more, why would he say this in Revelations, the 18th chapter? Revelations chapter 18, and I'm going to read verse 19 first. It says, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, at last, that great city we're in were made rich of all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour she is made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her. What is this going, man? This is going into that whore, that Babylon, which is America. The Lord is going to avenge the apostles and the prophets from on this place, right? And the old apostles, they were in Rome. The old apostles was on the other side of this hemisphere. Then they grew, their descendants grew, and then they came over here, the northern kingdom. Those was teacher. It was a man called Gad that was a seer, a prophet to David. Go look in the book of the last book of Samuel, right? The prophets is always going to come back, and they're going to always usher in the 1/3, man. That is their goal. That is their mission that the Lord bestowed in front of them, right? And I'm just saying this, and it's kind of funny, and it's kind of motivating when in verse 21 it says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone. I'm just leaving that there, man. I'm just leaving that there. Hey, don't take nothing from it. It's just in my own thought. I'm just in my own thought. You know what I'm saying? I'm not breaking it down, explaining it. I'm just saying, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you want to desire that the Lord avenge us off of this place, right? So let me get some more off of pleading with all flesh, right? Oh damn. Oh yeah, it's still there. 2 Corinthians 10 and 2 is missing some of the joint. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 2, it says, but I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with the confidence, wherewith I think to be bold against some, which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For our weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, to the pulling down of the strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringeth into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. That's what we doing, man. We tearing down strongholds, right? With this wicked ass hellhole, bitch ass, excuse my language, I just got excited. We tearing down the imagination of this great Babylon, right? And we're trying to usher in the gospel and the obedience, right? The kingdom, right? The prophecies of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This is what we want to dwell in. We want to dwell in uprightness. We want to dwell in the spirit, right? We want to dwell in the milk. We want to devour the meat. We want to be cleansed, right? We want to be cleansing this thing, right? This is what it's about. Always tearing down strongholds. You can't tear down strongholds if you ain't trying to be clean. Isaiah chapter 1, going straight to the point, verse 16. Wash you and make you clean. Put away the evil of your doing from before my eyes. Cease to do evil. We got to put it away. Soon as you feel like you're going off, it's times I make my call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai. You lose faith, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai. So it's really sometimes it's things, hey, it's things out of our reach. It's nothing that you can't do. It's nothing you can do. Whatever the Lord allows to happen, He allows it to happen, good or bad, right? And if it's in your life to increase your faith, then that means it's good. If it's to tear you down and you're not gaining faith out of it, more obedience, then maybe it could be a bad thing. But the Lord is always trying to bring you to more obedience, more submissiveness, right? More of a narrow path, right? So you want to always be, you always want to be cleansed, right? You always want to be cleansed, right? Let's get some more. Jeremiah 45 and 5. Jeremiah 45. Probably brought this out earlier. Jeremiah 45 and 5, it says, and seekest thou great things for thyself, seek them not. For behold, hold on. And seekest thou great things for thyself. Live a plain life. Seek them not. For behold, I will bring evil upon all flesh, saith Yahweh Shema Shai, but thy life will I give unto thee for a prey in all places whither thou goest. Right? The Lord is going to plead with all flesh. The Lord is going to plead with all flesh. The Lord is going to break down all flesh. The Lord is going to only cleanse the 144,000 and the 1/3, and they're going to be changed. But while we in this hellhole, we're still in hell. The 144,000 always still got to deal with the wicked devices, this imagination of this place, right? When you come out and you see Mad Jake walking past, Jake really supposed to go where the word is at. But Jake is not going to care for the word. That's why you got to always kick the dust off of your feet, right? And I can understand when Jeremiah is at Jerusalem gate and he's teaching his word and everybody is not giving a damn about what he's saying, right? And we got to take everything in the ministry as accountability, right? For you messing up and you sinning in your past life, you got to take that accountability. A lot of people, I wasn't on the slave boats. I didn't sin to the Lord. That was my foreign fathers. Oh, is that so? You want to be smart and slick? Okay, I got something for you. Right? This is Lamentations chapter 5, verse 7. Our fathers have sinned. Our fathers have sinned and are not. We have borne their iniquities. Right? Our fathers have sinned and are not. They are not here. Right? We are of our foreign fathers. We have borne their iniquities. You grow up with that cause and affection. You reap what you sow. So since we are the descendants, we are reaping what they sowed. It says, servants have ruled over us. There is none that doeth deliver us out of their hands. Is that so? Let's see. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 10. Let's see that. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. I'm going to start at 6. It says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. Who is the rich? The Israelites, the black Latinos and natives. They are rich. It says, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. We are the servants walking upon the earth, right? Technically, these damn fools should be having us on their back. I think I got another one. Psalms 106. And I believe verse 41. It says, and he gave them into the hand of the heathen, and they that hated them rule over them. And that goes into the three holy children, chapter, because there's only one chapter, verse 9. The Lord has given us to lawless enemies, the most hateful forsakers of the Most High and the unjust King, right? And this is what we have to acknowledge and know, because of our sins and our transgressions, now we have to suffer, right? So back to the title of the video, it all stems from the Lord is going to plead with all flesh. So don't tear you away from your mission. Don't tear you away from the goal. Don't tear you away from what your real motive should be, right? And that should be pleasing the Lord and ending on a good note, because the Lord wants an unexpected end for you, and it's going to only be for a few, right? And if you ain't trying to be part of that draft, this right here is the combine, or what you call it in NFL, the combine, whatever they do in basketball or football, where they try to prove themselves before they get drafted. Guess what? Only a few get drafted in these leagues, right? And you got to make sure you strive for your spot in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And I know most of the stuff I might say sound a little square, but at the end of the day, they are true. I am not better than anybody, and nobody is better than me. If I can do it, you can do it. If you can do it, I damn sure can do it, right? It's about serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai more than serving self. So, first and foremost, let me check and see if anybody dropped the precept. No, they didn't. So first and foremost, I want to give double honors to the Most High for leading us in this thing, for strengthening us in this thing. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. Rakah is spirit, and Quadash is holy, goes into Holy Spirit. And definitely a mighty shalom to the apostles and the elders that have been ruling well in Great Millstone, bringing 100% of the Most High's doctrine to the best of their ability, and the men on down, teaching His word and believing in His word. And for the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth, in congregations and out congregations, teaching His word and believing in His word. And for you wives and you single sisters that's believing in His word, Lord willing, the Most High increase you as being virtuous women and striving to be loving and silent wives. And Lord willing, He can continue to have you believe in this word. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on you other brothers and sisters that's not in this truth. Till next time, is your brother Adar Gabar with the brothers from 716. Kwam Yasharella, Shalom, death to America, death to Esau, not on my time, your time, or their time. But His time, because He never early, never late. He is always on time. Shalom.